Welcome to 3-Minute Thoughts. So today it was announced that Burning Man for 2021 is canceled. That was expected. Woohoo! Why do I woohoo? Well, let's talk about the principle of civic responsibility. From the website, it says, we value civil society. Community members who organize events should assume responsibility for public welfare and endeavor to communicate civic responsibilities to participants. They must also assume responsibility for conducting events in accordance with local, state, and federal laws. This feels like a no-brainer principle in there, but also saying, hey, we are part of society, so we're going to follow the rules of society. Again, it's a no-brainer thing to have in there. But at the same time, in the case where there's a global pandemic, we need to own up to the fact that, hey, there's a global pandemic, and we can't just go and have a party when everyone else is still fighting this thing, because civic responsibility. You need to take care of your fellow neighbor. Now, I touched about this before slightly, but yes, I said local, state, and federal laws. That's because at Burning Man itself, there is local, state, and federal police. The event takes place on the border of 2 counties. So you have local enforcement from both those counties at the event, and those are the ones who mostly do the finding of bars that don't check IDs. That's a big deal. Or they do the drug bust, things like that. You have state, you have Nevada state cops there. You have Bureau of Land Management, and they go around and they're making sure you don't damage the environment. You also have, like, fire marshals are there. You have to be cautious where your gas cans are because everyone uses propane for various things in their camps. So you need to not have all the propane tanks all together in case there's an accident and you can't have them near vehicle. There's lots of rules and regulations behind the scenes that you learn of when you are part of a theme camp. Those are all the various federal groups. You may be familiar with the concept of rangers. They are not cops. They're people who are Burning Man participants who are the liaisons between the Burning Man participants and law enforcement. They're the ones to go to as first responders. And they're part of the community. They're not some kind of legal government entity. So in a nutshell, this whole thing is literally a city with fire marshals and police. There's a medical area, kind of not really a hospital, but they actually have their own x-ray machine. You may have also heard of DPW, which is Department of Public Works. They're the people who build the city because there's a lot of people behind the event who just make the event happen. Yeah, this is a city with city utilities, and it takes a village to build a village. We all have to be civically minded for the city to work. Thanks.